Chapter 2, Maxie. If you ask me, the most unlucky, annoying day of the week has got to be Monday. Spelling quizzes, bad hair days, bologna sandwiches for lunch. It seems like the worst stuff gets saved up for Mondays. Stormy Monday is what my grandma always calls it. She's even got a little song she sings around the house all about it. Oh, it's stormy Monday. I'm feeling oh so sad. Lord, it's stormy Monday. I'm feeling oh so sad. Blues are raining down on me, and I'm feeling oh so mad. When I was 7, I thought that song was just about a rainy day that happened to be on a Monday. But now that I'm a fourth grader, I know exactly what the song means. It means Mondays are bad news. Today is no different. When I get up, my daddy is there, reading the paper while my grandmother makes some eggs. Usually my dad is gone by the time I get up, but not today. Good morning, Maxie, my dad says, real cheerful, and puts down his paper. I think to myself, uh-oh. Now, what is this? My grandmother is in the kitchen acting all busy over at the sink, but I can tell she is hanging on every word. Okay, what did I do this time? I say. I'm wondering if he looked in his pipe box yet and found out that I broke his big fruitwood pipe. It really was an accident. I was just playing. Ha ha, Daddy says, rubbing on my head. You didn't do anything, my smart girl. Can't a daddy talk to his only daughter? Now I know it's something really bad. Maxie, I have a friend I want you to meet, he says. Who? You mean like Uncle Herbie? I say, thinking maybe I'm going to go bowling again. My Uncle Herbie is Dad's oldest friend. He's got a purple bowling ball with his initials on it and has a doorbell at his house that can play a whole song. My daddy coughs like he got a piece of toast stuck in his throat. No, Maxie, not Uncle Herbie. A woman friend. Oh, I say, and I look down at my eggs. Her name is Lisa. She works at the bank with me. I think you'll like her, honey. She even has a little boy, 4 years old. I push my egg over to the side, looking for the white stuff. Sometimes when my grandma makes scrambled eggs, she doesn't cook them all the way through, which I hate. Baby girl, aren't you going to say something? Daddy asks. Grandma, you didn't cook these eggs enough, I say. Answer your father, my grandmother says. Congratulations, Daddy, I say, reaching for my juice. Can't wait to meet her. I'm sure she's a real fine person. My daddy shoots Grandma a look, and no one says anything else but no Lisa after that, which is just fine with me. Go on and get dressed, Maxie, Grandma says, and no dawdling this morning. I don't want to be late. Dawdling is what my grandma calls it when you're late, going different places like school and piano lessons. In my family, I got the reputation for dawdling. My grandma says it happens when I'm upset about something, but that's not true. I just like to take my time doing things, like getting dressed in the morning. Inside my room, I open my top drawer to look for some socks, but it's empty because my grandma didn't do the laundry yet this week. Then I spy one of my new rainbow toe socks my daddy just bought me, lying under my bookshelf. I really like those toe socks. Outside the door, Grandma and Daddy are talking. Gerald, she needs more time, goes my grandma. How much time does she need? It's been 3 years already, my daddy says back. 3 years is nothing for a child, my grandma says. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. It seems like my grandmother and my daddy are always fighting about me lately. Usually my daddy is saying, I've got more grown up, and my grandma is saying, no way. I don't because of what happened when I was 7. Sometimes I agree with my daddy. Sometimes I agree with my grandma. But most of the time, I think they both got a point. I start looking around for my other toe sock, but I can't find it anywhere. She needs to think of something besides herself for once in a while. And I don't mean that damn hamster, my daddy says. Gerald, language, goes my grandma, because you're not supposed to use curses in my house, even little ones. Over by the window, there's Cupcake, waving at me from her habit trail. Cupcake is my dwarf hamster. I named her that because she's so white and fluffy that she looks good enough to eat. Ever since Cupcake escaped and hid under the radiator, I don't think my daddy likes her too much. Want to go in your exercise ball, I ask her. Cupcake sticks her nose out of her nest and sniffs at me. In hamster language, that's definitely a yes. Real careful, I lift the top of her cage and take her out. Squeak, says Cupcake. I put her on my shoulder because I'm trying to train her to ride around up there. The only thing is, she doesn't really like that too much. She decides to run down my back. Hey, I say, and I lean over so she doesn't fall off and hurt herself. Where are you going? I ask her, because now she's running down my leg and onto the floor. She just wrinkles her nose and laughs at me. Then she goes right under the bed. Wait, I go dive after her. Wow, there's a lot of stuff under here, I think to myself, because now I've found about 12 things I've been looking for, including my light-up pen, last week's science homework, and a half a candy bar. I guess that's what my grandma was always after me to vacuum under my bed when I clean my room. Then, way at the back, almost to the wall, I see Cupcake sitting on my other toe sock. Real slow, I grab one end of the sock and start to pull her out. Are you hurrying? My grandma yells through the door, just as I grab Cupcake off the sock. Poor thing, I say, holding Cupcake against my chest. Her heart is beating so fast, she must have been scared by her toe sock ride. I lie back down on the bed, give her a chance to nestle. Just for a second, I close my eyes. The minute I do, this bad feeling comes over me. Then it's like my brain is a broken record. Lisa, 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 goes my head. Then when my grandma comes charging into the room, my daddy right behind her. Squeak, Cupcake says and jumps off the bed. Oh no, not again, hollers my daddy, scooping her up off the floor. Get up this minute, yells Grandma, throwing back the covers. Before I know it, Cupcake is back in her cage. I'm wearing rainbow toe socks and my least favorite dress, and I'm hauling out the door on the way to school. It's time for school, they yell. What would my family do without me? If it weren't for me, there wouldn't be anything they agree on.